SIA reveals severely depressed bed 3 years divorce dark time. Sia split from Erik Anders Lang in 2016 and has since remarried. She will release her first album in 8 years, Resonable Woman, in spring 2024. Sia opened up about falling into a deep depression that lasted for 3 years following her divorce from ex-husband Erik Anders Lang. The 47-year-old singer recalled suffering through one of her darkest times during a Wednesday appearance on Zane Lowe on Apple Music One podcast. "I got divorced and that really threw me for a loop. That was such a dark time that I was in bed for 3 years, really severely depressed. And so I couldn't really do anything for that period of time." The Chandelier hitmaker said. The Titanium songstress and the documentary filmmaker tied the knot in August 2014. In December 2016, Sia filed for divorce from Lang, citing irreconcilable differences. At the time, the singer's publicist announced their separation but said that they were dedicated to remaining friends, per The Hollywood Reporter. Sia appeared on the podcast to discuss her upcoming album Reasonable Woman, which will be her first new release since 2016's This Is Acting. The Australia native explained that she had continued working on new music occasionally during her hiatus. "The truth is that I had just been every now and again writing a song here or there for the last 6-7 years," she said. However, Sia said that it was challenging for her to start working on her new album in earnest due to her depression. "I started again, just little bits and pieces here and there, but it was really hard to get me out of bed," she admitted. "And then, finally, it just turned out we had enough songs to make an album, enough good ones," the 9-time Grammy Award nominee recalled. "So I just rely on my management to tell me when we've got enough good ones because I don't really. I can tell when I think one is particularly good, I think I can tell, but they tell me when we've got 11 or 12 or 13 enough good ones, real good ones." While Reasonable Woman is slated for release in the spring of 2024. Sia debuted a single from the album titled Gimme Love on Wednesday. Since her split from Lang, Sia, who is famously private about her personal life, married her boyfriend Dan Bernard in a surprise wedding in May. The nuptials, which were attended by only 6 guests including Sia and Bernard, took place at Domenico Dolce and Stefano Gabbana's Villa Olivetta in Portofino, Italy. In a candid 2020 interview with In Style magazine, Sia revealed that she had adopted 2 teenage sons after years of struggling with infertility. She told the outlet that she had wanted to be a mom my whole entire life. "When I got married to Lang, we did a lot of IVF, but I still had unexplained infertility," she said. "Eventually, we did get embryos, but then we also got a divorce, so I wasn't able to use them." She continued, "It was all very painful, and by the end of that relationship, I had suffered so much that it took lots of profound therapy for me to realize that I needed to take care of my own inner baby for a while. So I took some time away. I spent 3 or 4 years basically in bed by myself, recovering from the trauma of my marriage." However, Sia shared that everything changed when she watched a documentary about the foster care system. She went on to adopt 2 18-year-olds from a group home. "The truth is becoming a mom has changed me in every way," Sia said. "I've learned how to be patient and compassionate. I've learned how to set strong boundaries. I've learned that as a single parent I need a great support system so I can ask questions about what's normal and what's not." She continued, "I've learned what it means to unconditionally love another person. But the most important thing I've learned is that just because my sons didn't come out of me 19 years ago doesn't mean they're not my children. I've already started thinking about adopting more kids. And I've realized that this is exactly the way that motherhood was supposed to happen for me."